Hi, I'm Lisa, and today is December 13th, 2012. I have been using Nerium for about a month, and this is the first product I've used that has absolutely made me say, wow. I'm 50 years old. I turned 50 in July, and I have used many different products over the years, going from Mary Kay to Shiseido to recently Obagi. And not that any products were bad, they all had some good points to them, but none of them just made me go, wow, this is taking care of all different aspects of my skin. I was on Obagi and trying to fade melasma spots that were on my cheeks, and it also did brighten up my face a little bit. But it didn't do anything for wrinkles. It didn't do anything to firm my skin. It was just for the purpose, which was to reduce the spots. And Obagi takes a lot of time. There are 4 steps in the morning, or up to 6 in the morning when you use the sunscreen, and there are 4 at night. And I was getting a little tired of having to constantly replace one bottle here and there because I'd run out of something and have everything else, and I'd have to run over to the dermatologist and get it. So it was getting to be kind of a pain, and it was getting to be expensive. Plus, I know the hydroquinone that's in the product actually can cause your age spots to come back quicker when you stop using it. So I wanted to break the cycle of using Obagi. Not that it's a bad product, it just wasn't working for me. So I was looking for something that could take care of that plus other things and be a little bit simpler. And I had heard about Nerium at a women's night out with women vendor, learning about different health products for women. And this particular product, I have the bottle, called Nerium, has a bunch of research behind it, biotech research, and that made me feel better. The fact that Jeff Olson was behind this company made me feel better. He's the author of The Slight Edge and has been involved in many successful businesses, and he has an excellent reputation. So I knew that when I was researching the product on Google, and of course on Bing, trying to get all the feedback I could get about it. I started using it after I contacted a brand partner, and within 5 days, I noticed that my skin was brightening up. The fine lines around my eyes, crow's feet, so to speak, were almost gone. And I'm 50. Now, full disclosure, I did have Botox in July on this area. I've also had a little filler in this area. I have a very hollow face, so I needed a little filler, and that was also in July. I hadn't had any prior to that for 2 years, so it had been 2 years since my last time I had had Botox, not the filler. And nothing around my eyes. So I have had no treatments around my eyes whatsoever. This literally reduced the lines here so quickly, I was shocked. The other thing I had were the typical chest lines. I call them the old lady chest lines. Didn't really think anything could work for those, but I started putting the Nerium there, and those are almost gone. I was completely shocked, completely blown away. Now I'm starting to put it on the back of my hands because I know maybe I appear slightly younger than 50, but my hands are definitely 50. I was a flight attendant for 21 years and washing my hands a lot. Plus the mom, the usual around the house cleaning. My hands look 50. So I've been putting it on there for the last week, and it does seem to be lightening up my hands. There's a few spots on there. I can't really show you. You haven't seen it before of me, so it's hard to say, how much improvement there is. I can just tell you that I was so impressed that I decided to become a brand partner. It's funny, though, because trying to convince people that it's worth it to do this is tough. Even when you give them the bottle and you say, try it for 5 days, and they go, wow, it really works for me. I see the lines going away on my forehead, the little 11s they call them, that are the glabella right here, are fading. All those things are happening. Two of my friends' faces are completely brighter. they look amazing. They look so beautiful. But then you have some people go, oh, well, it costs, $80 a month. And I'm thinking in my head, if you knew how much that people spend on skincare treatments and peels and microdermabrasion and all those things, which you can still do, and you can still have facials, but you'll be surprised at the lack of need to have those things as frequently will become once you use Nerium. So to me, if it doesn't work, that's a waste of money. If it works, it's a crazy great investment in my skin. And if that can keep me from having to go back and do fillers and Botox, and I'm embarrassed talking about this because it's really a vanity topic, and I know some of you are going, oh, you're vain and why are you doing all this? Well, reality hits when you're 50 and you're like, okay, I just want to look good for another 10 years. I do want to age gracefully, but I also want to age with the best skin possible. The other thing I've had is the hormonal breakouts in my chin area. Normally when I get those, I will see a scar there for probably 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes longer. When I've had 2 pimples break out on my chin since I've used the Nerium, they've literally overnight looked better, which I've never had happen in the last probably 15 years, since I was about 35. So anyway, all in all, I'm really happy with it. And I'm happy to share it with anyone who wants to try it. You're welcome to go to my website, which is www.lisa.nerium, Nerium.com, and get in touch with me. And if you're in the local Austin area, I'll be happy to drop some off to you, meet you somewhere so you can try it for a few days and see what you think. But I'm pretty blown away. Thanks for listening.